The sin is trusting the gift more than you trust the giver. Putting more confidence in the income more than you trust the one who has provided the income. Don't put more trust in the gift than you do the giver. Thirdly, the details of a life were never designed to solve spiritual problems. They may enhance comfort, but they cannot produce peace with God. It's nice to have those nice things, but they can't provide peace. It's nice to have wealth, but it can't provide true joy. So you can't count on the details, because the details are always changing. There's always something else. There's always something to be fixed, something to be taken care of, something to deal with, some issue, some problem. The details are always changing. So don't put your confidence in the details. And lastly, the real corruption occurs in the soul. Money itself is not corrupting by nature. There's nothing wrong with money. But when a spiritually unprepared person worships money, that misplaced love is what damages the soul. Because you're placing the emphasis on, or the love on, the material or the wealth or the stuff. And that is misplaced. That's where the corruption comes from. Again, it's not the money itself. He said that your gold and your silver have rusted, and their rust will be a witness against you and will consume your flesh like fire. It is in the last days that you have stored up your treasure. James uses an iron here, like I said, gold and silver. We know that don't rust. What is he really saying? It literally do not rust like iron does. So the point is here, it's not chemistry, it's theology. Because we know that rust is one of those precious metals that don't, gold and silver is the precious metals that don't experience rust. He means that what they treasured has become useless in the day they needed real help. It might as well have rusted. It might as well, because it's become valueless. Can you ever imagine silver or gold ever rusting? It would completely lose its value. And that's what he's really saying is, in the day that you needed real help, the money couldn't help you. The gold and the silver couldn't help you. It couldn't buy your way out. It couldn't buy your body to be healed, to be cured. It couldn't buy you out of the situation or the circumstances. Their wealth cannot defend them before God. Their assets cannot silence divine discipline. Their accumulation cannot rescue them from the consequences of their arrogance. When God moves, bless you, baby. When God moves, when God provides and comes through and said, okay, now you're going to have to be accountable for it. Well, Lord, let me write you a check. That ain't going to work. That's not going to help. The fool who built bigger barns. You know, I got most stuff that I need. Well, I just build a bigger place to hold it. And God says, thy fool. Your soul. There's accountability that needs to happen today. You ain't going to get a chance to build no bigger barns. You ain't going to get a chance to know where this stuff is going to happen. The day that you need real help, what you were counting on can't help you. What you thought was providing you security, what you thought was really the answer, what you thought was really providing the solution, cannot help you in the situation that you're in. Nobody can but Jesus. The silver and the gold you can have, just give me Jesus. Because when it comes down to it, when it really gets to the point of needing help. And the deeper idea here is that the very thing they trusted in now testifies against them. Their wealth stands as evidence that they trusted in the wrong thing. That's all the wealth is telling them about it now. It's nothing to be glamorized. It's nothing to be shown off. It just shows now that what? You trusted in the wrong thing. You trusted in money. You thought it was going to always be the solution. It was going to always provide the answer. And now you don't have an answer. Now you're stuck without a solution. Now you're looking lost. It testifies, or it's evidence that you live for the wrong thing and you prioritize the wrong kingdom. You made it about this life. And that's what James is headed to. He's going to say, look, don't live this life as if this is the only life there is to live. Don't think this is the last stop. Don't think that it ends down here, that it's over somehow. No, we are living this life in light of the life to come. And that's why I say we've 2 years studying this book, because we're preparing not for the right now, totally, excuse me, but we're preparing for the next life to come. And that's how we live. And that's why we operate with patience and endurance. That's why we continue to be consistent in our showing up, in our coming week after week, because why? We're preparing for a greater eternity to come. James is essentially saying, you spent your life storing up the wrong treasure. There are believers who have empty treasure. They spend all that time working, all that time hustling, all that time going after. But at the end of it, they end up with an empty soul. They don't even know why. None of it means nothing anymore. When you were younger, all you wanted to do was, you had all the time in the world. I just need to get as much as I can. And then when you get older, stuff don't matter. You wish you had more time.